Hello, everyone. How's it going? Do you know, there are so many things happening behind the scene that it's actually ridiculous when you look at it. Like, it's like someone is just fixing the camera, and they have like this very serious face of seriousness, and then they click play, and they're like, "How's it going?" My God, like it's so funny, especially when you watch people doing that on the news. You know, like they're very angry or sad or like they're having bad problems, and then like the cameras are rolling and they're like, "Hey, how's it going, everyone?" Well, yeah. So sorry for the jump scare. I didn't mean to do that. But I don't know. Like I need to have like an intro or something. Other streamers have intros. Why don't I? So, I'm going to be talking about one of the professions that I have the least amount of respect for, that of a Twitch Janny. But first, as usual, we're going to wait for more people to join the chat. And we're going to get rolling when everyone else gets here. In the meantime, I guess I should spread my Discord far and wide. Because I think like there's more people that are subscribed to me. And they are unaware that I have a Discord. I don't know why. Like, I really hate Discord. I think the people who made it didn't expect it to be as popular as it is. Like, one of the most annoying things on Discord, okay? Like, one of the things that really pissed me off, someone gives you a link, right? Like, someone gives you a funny video, whatever. And when you copy-paste the link, if it's in another server, like, it shows it as a Discord link. And people go like, "Oh my God, you boomer! Oh, you boomer!" Like, motherfucker, it's not my fault that the platform has been made by mentally deficient people, okay? Like, on Twitter, if I have a link, and I copy it, and I put it somewhere else, people can see the video. If you do that on Discord, it doesn't work. Like, what you need to do is you need to click, and not once, but like 15 times, because most of the time, those fucking links don't open, right? So you need to go like, and then it opens, and you need to copy it from the bar, and then that is the link that you can tell other people. It is the most annoying thing on the fucking internet. I don't know why people go like, "Oh my God, you boomer," and they don't go like, "Oh my God, Discord is so shit." And then there's another problem with links in Twitter DMs, like same stuff. Whatever, you know, I really hate, I just think, why can't it be normal? Why can't they be normal? You know, like, abnormal platforms moderated by abnormal people with abnormal conveniences. All right, with that out of the way, yes, Ollie, you really thought it through. Yeah, absolutely, I'm the fucking boomer. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not more intelligent to be in touch with the mental deficiency of these platforms so I can understand it. Like, you know, like, you need to lower your IQ a little bit so I can understand how these platforms work, so that then you don't have a problem when you're copying links for them. Accused of being a boomer. Going to describe things like a boomer. Yes, because my generation, okay? My generation built America, motherfucker. Like, my generation actually fought in the World War, right? Like, because I'm a boomer, right? That's what they did. You know, like, we fought in the World War and then we fucked like rabbits. Because unlike you guys, we actually managed to get the significant others, okay? We managed to crush some puss, and that's why we're called the boomer, because we had so many kids that it was like a baby boom, right? That's what my generation fucking did. What did your generation do? They made Discord, that's what they did. And you need to actually lower your intelligence to the point where you are dumb enough to understand how that platform works. Like, smart people just don't understand. It's like the Asgard in Stargate, you know? They didn't know how to fight the replicators because, like, you had to be so dumb in order to create the technology of the firearms to actually damage those little bugs. Boomers were born after the war? No, I think they were born within and after. Shut the fuck. Stop contradicting me. Steve, like, I know you're not from my generation, because if you're from my generation, you knew that we're part of the war. Didn't the boomers serve in Nam? Like, shut the fuck up. They were in the war. Anyway, where was I? Holy shit. Okay, so that is one inconvenience, quite major. The second one, the U.S. government going after the Amish. Now, a lot of people are like, "Oh, look, V, see, like, the U.S. government is going after the Amish, and you said that the Amish will win." And I'm like, dude, they went after one farmer, okay? One farmer is not the Amish. And again, it's also depending on where the farmers are located. Because like, yeah, if you're next to Washington D.C., and I know there's a lot of Amish next to Washington D.C., very poor choice of placement, right? It's not very strategic. They are going to, yeah, they might fuck with you. Even though it's not going to look good on cameras, they might still try. Like sending agentes federales with weapons of war, like the media likes to call them. Yeah, it's not a good look. Not a good look like the left likes to say on camera. But they might fuck with them. But like if you're an Amish in the middle of goddamn fucking nowhere, there's no way they're going to mess with you. Like why would they? It's not profitable for the government. Like they're not making any money out of it. You know, they have other people to mess with on the line. Like they got like limited resources. I know it's like, oh well, the government, it's like God. It's like God, you know, and God can send the unlimited numbers of angels to mess with people. But that's not how it works. It's like in reality, the government has limited resources. And they can't just waste the manpower to go after the guy with one cow. I like honestly, the fact that I see people on the internet that are like, oh, you know, like they're going to mess with the like why? Because they're the government and anything they don't control, they fear. And it's like, yeah, they're not going to fear the guy with the donkey on the middle of the fucking hill in the goddamn nowhere. All of the Amish use manure for fertilizer. I know, they don't use gas. I'm aware. At least I say Amish correctly now. I listen to the chat when the chat is right. What can I say? Related to that, the Amish have been living in Mexico for 100 years since yesterday. That's actually interesting. They lived in America since the founding of the country, right? I mean, they have German roots. They speak German, right? Like, they are some of the most old people that I... And the thing is, they are gimping themselves for religious reasons. Like, and it's not like they're doing this to fuck with the Democrat agenda because they are reactionaries and they don't care about the environment. It's like, no, they have been living like this. And again, gimping themselves for hundreds of years. Like, they're not doing this like, oh, we need to mess with Joe Biden and we need to just plant our fields the way we know and we're going to stick it up to the libs. It's like, no, they're just, right? So if they have been living with hardship purposefully for so many years, I don't think the government is going to, I mean, like, these people believe that there is a God, and if they don't live according to God, they're going to go in hell. There is nothing the government can do to convince them that the government is worse than hell, right? So, like, what are we talking about? The Amish do not use gas. Do use gas, sorry. It's a little bit more complicated than just living in the 1600s. A lot of them still have cell phones. Yeah, but like the current Amish that we're talking about was that the farmer that I talked on my main channel, they do not use gas for fertilizer. Like they use manure. I understand that more progressive is to use gas. So this is why a lot of farms have been affected by the war with the Russians. Which begs the fucking question, okay? Like, the war with the... why exactly was the United States dependent on Russian gas to begin with? Like, why? Like, right? Because, like, you had animosity towards that country? Like, I mean, CNN had the border against Russia for a while now, right? So, why were they reliant on the gas from Putin? I understand why Europe, right? Because Europe didn't have a beef with Russia. I mean, if you read the German press from the last 20 years... only good things to say about Russia. More of the circumstances, you know, like the evil Americans are like, oh no, you need to put sanctions. And Germany goes like, oh shit, well, I guess we have to now, right? So I can understand like why the Germans were dependent, but like the United States, Anyway, I learned the Amish culture came after Mennonites to become more strict. The ones in all black who don't use vans. Yeah, there's actually different factions of the Amish. Like, you have more progressive factions, which actually use computers and the internet. Like, you can find Amish on the internet. Like, that really blew my mind, right? Because, like, you would go on various forums. And they're like, hey, I'm an Amish. And it's like, how the fuck are you an Amish, right? Like, why are you on the internet? And then you find out that, okay, so they use computers at work. Like, if they have a store. And they want to keep the inventory. They need to connect to, you know, accept card and whatever. Right. So like they use technology. And they also travel, like they use cars. And then you have like other Amishes, which are more restrictive, and like the most restrictive, they don't use any technology. But it depends, right? Obviously, like even the ones that are more progressive and forward thinking, like they're still going to be more religious than the average American. They're still going to be more community oriented than the average American. Like that, they are going to have a different lifestyle. But yeah, it's interesting that even as times advance, the Amish are forced to integrate more and more into society, probably more than they feel comfortable with, definitely more than their fathers feel comfortable with. Probably a big generation gap going there with the elderly Amish spurging out about the kids accepting all of these horrible technologies. Well, you can't say penis anymore. Well, I don't know. I genuinely don't know about the super chats. What I do know is that there was a time when YouTube came up with the concept that if you give a offensive super chat, it would actually be donated to a charity. So probably the ADL, the SPLC, I don't know. I love the idea of charity. You know, like initially charity was about feeding the homeless, right? Like you would go to the homeless people and you would feed them. Or helping the orphans, right? Like you would go to an orphanage and give children clothes and toys. Like that was charity, you know? The children hospital with kids that have brain tumor, and you go there and you donate bodies so that the doctors can help the body. Like that was charity. Now what is charity? It's hiring a person that flaps their mouth and go like, systemic racism. That's charity, right? And that's exempt from taxes, like flapping your mouth, raising awareness, shit that literally anyone can do for free. That is now charity. Yes, absolutely. ADL and SPLC are not charity. They're non-profit organizations, aren't they? And if you donate to them, it's almost like donating to charity. You get tax exemptions. I may be wrong. I will have to fact check myself, but I think I'm not. I think like you can donate to the Metropolitan Gala, which is where all the actors are going with, AOC, tax the rich, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, like when you give money to that, it's a fundraiser and you get tax exemptions. And it's a good idea for rich people to meet and socialize with each other and make more business connections. That's what it fucking is. But it's written as a tax exempt. So I really hate the system, man. Like it's done in such a fucking way in order to benefit the rich. And it's not just to benefit the rich. It's done in such a way for people to leech off money. You know, like it used to be about helping the needy, helping the poor, and now it's just people without talent leeching off money from you. Even when you look at an actual charity, like even when you look at a thing like a soup kitchen that feeds the homeless, right? Like how much money goes to raising awareness, how much money goes to publicity, how much money goes for licenses, how much money goes for the legal team, and at the end of the day, maybe like a small percentage of that goes to the actual soups and actually into people's belly. It's just like disgusting. Anyone that did charity work knows what I'm fucking talking about, and it's everywhere, okay? It's not just in America, it's in all the countries around the world. Anywho. Right, let's talk about the Twitch Janny, which is the actual topic of today. I don't know if we're going to spend the entire stream talking about it. Holy shit, I'm streaming over Pipkin Pippa. Oh my god, I'm going to probably steal 2 viewers from her. Well, that's 2 viewers that she's never going to fucking get back, is it? Or maybe now that I mentioned it, now that I said that I'm streaming over Pipkin Pippa, I'm going to lose 10 viewers. I'm like, oh shit, Pippa is streaming? Oh, well, I'm sorry, V, I need to. Anyway, right, let's wait for the commercials to pass. It's like, oh, why don't you have ad blocker? Like, do you know how many websites, like when you have ad blocker, it tells you it's like, oh, well, you need to remove ad blocker if you want to view the website. God. Anyway, right. There we go. We got my chat here. You know, this is my chat. So, day in the life of a Twitch mod. Today we are taking a look at Wolfenstein and his day of duties of being a Twitch moderator. I gotta say, I don't know who this person is. Haven't watched the video. I'm doing a live reaction to it. I have absolutely no respect for his job. I think his job should definitely not exist. I don't know whether or not he is paid for it, but his position shouldn't exist. It gives people too much power. It makes the powerless feel powerful, and there is a problem with making the powerless feel powerful. You know, like genuine powerful people, they exercise restraint because they've been growing with the power for so long. Powerless people abuse the power once they are given. It's the same reason why people who win the lottery waste the money. Because rich people, they know how to use the richness. They know how to channel the wealth. But poor people, the moment they get rich, even if it's a very large sums of money, like they waste it. They squander it. They buy large houses that they can't pay for utilities. They can't pay for the taxes. And then they have the government take it away from them, and then they cry. Because it's like, oh, I lost all the money. So, anyway, right, the Reddit effect. Exactly. The Reddit effect. I mean, I don't need to say anything more. Oh, my fuck God. Look, question. Okay, what is this? Is it Chaturbate or is it Twitch? Hard to tell, isn't it? Like, you would be hard-pressed. If I just show you this, and I'm asking you, like, is this a porn site or is it Twitch? You'd be like, ting, 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 ting. You don't know, right? You need to do 50-50. You need to ask the audience. I mean, just so you know, it's so bad. There are clips from Twitch that if you show on YouTube, you get your channel community guidelines strike. What is the name? It's a Gundam. It's a Gundam. You know, the puppet. It's a Gundam with the puppet. Like, his entire channel showed clips from Twitch. Do you know what happened? I believe like 40 or 50 of his videos got age restricted. That's Twitch. You know, family-friendly content. Hello, Alex. Greetings from Romania.
Going.
Rolla.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear it?
Name's Wolfstein, 23-year-old Twitch mod. Been doing it for about 4 years now.
I love how it's like a police officer, right? Like, you know, when you stop a police officer for an interview, like, my name is Dick Tracy, and I've been an officer on the force for 45 years. I've seen a lot of shit in my time, but you know, you got to keep the streets clean, and you got to keep the people in line, cause there's some bad hombres out there, and you know, we are the only shield between them and the community, the law-abiding citizens. Isn't that like usually like in a South Park thing, like in a satire, you would see something like that? 4 years, yeah, like 4 years of doing this. Holy shit, he looks like he's 33. I do agree.
You going?
Yep.
You going?
Rolla.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this, chat? What the fuck is it? No, like every second, like, you know, every frame, a present. Like this should be like, what is this, chat? No, like, hold on, let's not listen to what he has. What is it? What is happening here, chat? What the fuck is happening here? What is this? What is this? Are there any kids in the room? Like, oh no, my fucking God, look at it. Look, chat, look. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, okay, no. Oh, I can do this. You know, it takes skill in order to catch the correct frame, but I will do it. What the fuck is she doing to the microphone? Like, oh my fucking God, if I was on the other side, I would get an ear infection just by watching this. Look at this shit. This is Twitch, by the way, right? Like, this is a family-friendly platform. Look at it. Look, hold on. Just shut the mate. What is this? What is this? It's like an evil spirit got into her. Like, from the microphone, got it, like, her eyes turned bleached white, as if she is demonically possessed. Do you think I would get views, chat? Like, would I get views if I do that? We're talking about gender equality. Hold on. Oh my God. All right. Whatever. I don't know what that is. I don't think I want to know what that is, chat. I don't think I want to know. You need to watch Beavis and Butthead, good movie. But in the meantime, we're going to watch this.
Name's Wolfstein, 23-year-old Twitch mod. Been doing it for about 4 years now.
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, this guy really loves to moderate. I don't know what he gets out of it. I hope he's being well paid. 4 years of being a Janny. Jesus Christ.
So after I make my cup of coffee, it's time to start the day. I'm in a different time zone than streamers, so a lot of them go live around like 10 a.m. I sometimes have to get up at 4 a.m.
Bro, I would rather clean the streets. I would rather be a real Janny. I would rather go out there, find a building, make it spotless, make it really clean. I hope he's getting paid. Like, what can I say? Like, waking up at 4 a.m. in order to ban people. You know, like, there's two possibilities. No, it's not satire. Like, allegedly, this guy is legit. Like, here's the thing. Either he's got a boner for banning people. Like, either he literally enjoys the power. Like, he enjoys the energy. Like, I'm stronger. I get to ban people over the internet. And then my streamer is going to share his blacklist with other streamers. And even if you get unbanned, you're going to be banned from the other streamers. It's a parody channel. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, you know what? Why'd you do this? You know, I'm going to ban this person. Why did you take it away from me? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You know, it was a great video idea. It was a great concept. But then you took it away from me. It's a parody channel. I'm going to pretend it's real. Shut the fuck up.
And just be ready to work. Be ready to mod, you know?
What's that in the background?
These are the streamers I work for. I only work for like top educational streamers.
Educational? What do you...
Or I mean highly educated.
Oh.
They're not educational, but they're highly educated.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there are a lot of ladies out there. A lot of Twitch streamers which do have university degrees, but I'm going to ask you a question. How are you going to pay your student debt? This is how. Like, literally, this is how you pay the student debt.
That's why I work for them.
I ate 3 eggs.
And not only that, like, the thing is, it's kind of sad, but like, you gotta be like Pokemon, and you can make millions of dollars by showing your pretty face online, or you can actually use what your university degree is good at, which is putting it in a drawer. So yeah, no, like, a lot of these girls are actually highly educated. You know, I remember there was an interview with porn stars, and there was like a porn star that was a chemist, and another one, like, she finished law school or some shit, right? So no, like, they may genuinely be very educated people.
Eggs for breakfast. Turkey sandwich, 1 protein shake, 10 ribs. That's a lot of protein. Good job.
What exactly do you get from working for these guys?
It's more of like a friendship rather than like a boss and like job. You know, there's 4,707 people watching.
I am willing to bet that this is the actual reason why a lot of people are modding. Like, I am willing to bet. Because here's the thing, right? Imagine I'm on Twitch. And imagine I'm actually successful. So I have 10 times the amount of you. How many viewers do I have? Anyway, imagine I have so many viewers that the chat goes like, you know, like the chat just... Now, on Twitch, I have to moderate so that I don't get banned, right? Because if anyone in the chat misbehaves, if anyone decides to make an edgy joke, if anyone decides to talk about the chosen people or whatever the fuck, I get banned. So now I need to get moderators. But who the fuck wants to do that? Like, the chat is flying. It's like going, right? So who wants to moderate that? Well, the answer is someone that you pay. So you need to pay money to people to actually go there and be like, oh, fucking hell, right? And they're like, oh, you know, like, and they do this for hours. Because, like, you're streaming for, like, 4 hours a day. So you need an army of Jannys in order to just go like, oh, God, fucking hell. You know, like, oh, and that's what you do. But if you're a woman, if you're this mademoiselle, right? If you're this damsel, well, then you can befriend. You know, you can get, how Tomoe said, the alpha of the beta, right? So out of all the beta simps, you have a couple that you befriend, and then they will do this shit for free. They will do this shit for free. And I'm like, can you imagine? Like, so you believe that this lady will be your girlfriend? Because that's how it works, right? Like, that's how the simpage functions. Like they believe, even though, like, it's a minuscule chance, it's like the smallest chance in the world. It's the exact same concept on why people play the lottery. Like, there are some people that play the lottery for fun and they buy a lottery ticket and it's like, LOL, let's see what happens. But then there are people who legitimately, like, spend a lot of money on the lottery, like, thinking that they will win. And these are the alpha sims. Right? Like, oh, well, surely if I befriend her online, So you have emotional feelings for this pixelated lady on your screen, which you're never going to meet in real life. And you have to go through the chat and you're going to see all of the thirstiness, like all of the other guys that you're competing with, and at no fucking point you're going to say, look, if the lady looks like this and she has the confidence of putting herself out there, there is no fucking way, no way in hell that she doesn't have a boyfriend. And in the unlikely event that she just broke up, she probably has 1,000 other guys just lined up to slip themselves in, to just slut themselves in and become the next boyfriend. You will never get a chance, right? So it's like, I don't get it. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, why do these people think, oh yes, well, I'm just going to be nice to her and I'm going to work for free? Like, being a Janny, for real, like an actual Janny on Twitch, is a very, very difficult job. It's boring. You don't get any satisfaction. It's time consuming. As this person pointed out, you know, like, the streamer might be up when you're like at 4 a.m. in the morning when you're supposed to sleep, and yet people do it for free. It's not fucking real.
This right now, and I've got to moderate all of them. You know, it's vigorous work. It's tiring work. Sorry, I got distracted. Going on in about 3 hours now.
You can't even watch her content, by the way. Like, that's another thing. Like, if you're a moderator, you can't watch her content because, like, you have to moderate the chat, so you have to be careful at what the chat is saying. Like, again, you know, my chat right now, like, I can watch you guys, I can read what you're saying, I can pay attention to you. Shut the fuck up. I can't pronounce this, but I see you. All right, like, just but like when you go to one of these ladies, like, the chat is like, right? So you can't watch her stream. Like, you gotta pause and you gotta look at the chat and just go like, oh, you know, you're trying to get through.
It kind of just seems like you just watch them. So what do you moderate? Like, what exactly does that mean?
I start predictions so people can vote on and spend their channel points, because people work hard for their channel points, you know. Oh, she changed. Exciting. They're always keeping it exciting, you know. Oh God, just got the noti. We gotta stop what we're doing. The top.
Do you know what's interesting? I love the fakeness of it all, right? Because, like, everyone understands what this is, right? Like, every single person with 2 neurons to rub together, they understand what these ladies are doing. Now, I don't have any problem because I'm for capitalism. You know, like, look, there is a demand on the market. Like, men want this, and if they want this, there's going to be a product. You're not going to ban it. You know, like, this existence is ancient Rome. Like, obviously not this, but prostitutes, you know, like, I would rather have a man watching this than actually going out and getting an STD. But my point is, there are people who are not fine with this. Do you know who? The feminists. Oh my fucking God. It's like, oh, the evil corporation, the cisgender patriarchal corporation, which is taking money away from women and blah, 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 blah. And the same feminists from BuzzFeed, from Kotaku, from all of these publications like Polygon, they are like, if you say anything negative about these ladies, and you're like maybe a Christian man, and you're like, you know, I don't like the fact that Twitch is using someone's daughter to sell her tits online, you know, in exchange for bits and donations and super chat. Oh my God, the misogyny. Oh, the only reason they don't like it is because they're attacking female gamers. By the way, remember when this actually used to be a gaming platform? Because I remember back in the day when Twitch started, it was, you had to play a game. Like, that was how it worked. Like, you had to play a game if you wanted to be on Twitch. I remember people talking about Gamergate, and they were like, all right, well, they were contacted by the Twitch admins at the time, and the admin said, if you want to talk about it, that's fine, but you have to play a game. So people started playing Minesweeper or Solitaire while talking to the chat, right? That's how it started. And there were, like, you know, like, girls that came on and they were doing something like this. Like, they would put the game, like, let me show you how they were doing it, right? So let me see if I can imagine for a second, chat, please. Imagine that I'm like a really, really big booby lady, right? Like, I want you to imagine that I got, like, massive joggers, right? Like, so I'm very sexy, by the way, chat. Like, I am incredibly sexy, right? Like, I want you to imagine. So this is how they would play video games. I'm going to show you in a bit, right? Give me a second. I'm opening the game, chat. I'm opening the game. Alright. Okay. So this is how they would play games, chat. But back at the beginning, right? Do you understand? Like this is so like the lady was there with like right like and she was playing video games, right? And the content, obviously, like why everyone was there was for the video games. That's why people were there, right? And she was playing like League of Legends or something, right? Sorry, you know, like I'm exaggerating. It's my bad. It's too big. It's too big. Like okay, like this, right? So she was playing, right? The great fucking content, right? Now some people got upset about this because again, like at the time, Twitch was pretending to be a video platform. Like they weren't saying that they're whatever the fuck it is now. I guess now it's a streaming platform, right? It's a streaming platform. But back then it was a gaming streaming platform, right? For video games. And people were upset. They were like, well, okay, you know, we get it, but why are these ladies not playing video games? Like the content is not about video games. And people were like, hey, you're a misogynist. You just want to gatekeep. You want to gatekeep. It is what it is, you know. Like what can you do? What can you do about it? That painting in the background is very interesting. What the fuck is this? What? Dude, it's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. Who has the audacity to disturb me at this hour? All right, fine. All right, gotcha. Watch the game in reflection of the glasses. Oh my god, you know, I'm glad like no lady managed to figure that out. I hope that no lady managed to figure that out. Anyway, right.
Dog's going live.
Top dog. Who are you talking?
We got a mod.
I thought this was cute.
Let's get
The guy who started
some hype in chat, boys. She'll sometimes like say my name, shout me out, because I'm like a mod and stuff. I get a weekly call, well, a monthly call with Pokey. That's like the main reason I do it, you know. That monthly call I'm looking forward to all the time. I'm like a guard of the castle. She's like the queen, so like I just make sure no one's breaking the rules ever. Fiverr cat.
I gotta say, like this definitely must be one of the reasons why a lot of mods do it. The attention that they're getting, right? Because like you got like the stream where there's like thousands of people in the chat, and obviously like they're not going to notice you, like they're not even going to read your name or whatever, like whatever. But then it's like that monthly call, right? That they do talk with the mods. But to keep them entertained, like that requires skill. Because like you need to talk with them, not a lot, until the point they desire more. Like they will want to see a picture of you, or they will want to, you know where you live, or heaven forbid, get a date. But at the same time, not to keep them so far away that they think they don't have a chance. So like you need to have like this game of push and pull with your mods until you bullshit to them on the fact that they crave for attention, and they will get attention, but not too much attention. The power trip, yes. Trip of power.
Catch any creeps trying to flirt with Queen in chat? That's an instant ban.
You know, you put a lot of time in this, like, but you don't really get anything out of it. Don't you have any dreams of yourself? Like, why don't you stream?
First of all, this is a dream of mine.
The reality is most Jannies do stream. Like, I have seen that happen. And I think, like, this is why some Jannies actually do the modding. Is like they're hoping that maybe they can piggyback themselves over the fame of the actual streamer. It has happened. And I do have respect for those people, because at least, like, they're business-oriented. They're like, okay, well, I'm going to mod for this lady. But like, the thing is, like, actually, hold on, no. If you do that, you're not going to be successful. Because if you're, like, streaming off the back of a e-girl, like, her community isn't going to care about you, the mod, right? But if you're streaming for, like, a political commentator, and you have, like, good takes and whatnot, then people might actually watch, and they're going to see what you're doing. But usually the co-host is the one that can do that, and the co-host may be selected from one of the mods. So, like, maybe that's what they're going for.
Get to defend, and I'm gaining a lot of experience doing that.
You want, as a kid, you grew up and you said you wanted to do this.
Not exactly, but it's my IT background helps with this. It's nice because last year I've been spending so much time at work that I actually had to move back in with my parents because it was so stressful and unmanageable.
What kind of stuff do you like to do? I mean, what do you do even with your free time?
I watch a lot of Twitch streams. In my free time, I make VODs of the streamers so that they can post it on their YouTube channel. Always say thank you. They always say, "You rock. Keep this up. Let's go."
Yeah, that's like really the bare minimum.
Yeah, I mean, what else would I expect? Streamers on.
Again, this is satire, but this is literally the mentality that some of these people have. Like, I genuinely know Jannies. I know Jannies from other... like, there's a difference between Jannies from someone that actually puts on content versus someone that's, like, manipulating men in order to do their biddings. Because, like, those people exist, even though, you know, Kotaku and Polygon pretend that they don't. So, it's... quite interesting, like how you can be manipulating into donating free energy and hours of your life in order to accomplish this shit. Like to me, it's utterly baffling. My fucking god, that sounds like someone puking. What the fuck? Who listens to this?
Keep us entertained.
I will never understand how this become a thing. Like, I will genuinely, for the life of, like, watch porn for the Lord, please. Please. Okay? Like, just go on an actual website where ladies and men are preferring coitus, or ladies and ladies, depending on your inclinations. And just watch that. What? Why would you? I don't care about Sam Harris. Shut the fuck up with Sam Harris. Dash time, this is important, okay? We're talking about Twitch. Why are you coming here with Sam Harris? Who the fuck is Sam? I don't even know, alright? Like, just watch the clip. I don't care. You're the first person that asked me about Sam Harris. Why do I care? I care about, like, a lady sucking a microphone, which is very bizarrely shaped. I'm getting an ear infection just by looking at that. It's not even ASMR. Like you hear a person regurgitating into your fucking speakers. I'm really curious if there are people out there who genuinely spend money on... And yes, I know it's a parody. But, like, it's a parody that works because, like, there are actually mods that do this. We already covered this. Why didn't you come on time? Why didn't you come on time, Lord Jordan? Or Jordan? Anyway, right. So, my point is, there are people that probably spend money on getting professional speakers just to make sure that they hear all the gurgling sounds that are being pushed into that fucking microphone.
Okay.
Wait a second, what is this?
Which is
TwitchEarnings.com.
a massive part of people's
Hold on. Wait, people's earnings got leaked. Holy shit. Where's Pokey?
Yeah, Pokey's kind of like your boss, right?
Yeah, I've been modding for her for 2 years, and this says that she's made $1.5 million.
That's a...
I genuinely think, like, I may be wrong, right? But I do think that the streamers that make like 1.5 million, I do think that they may be paying their Jannies. I may be wrong, okay? Like, Hassan Piker has been caught using free labor. I think it was an editor or something, right? So like, it can actually happen that some people are that greedy and that cheap that they will not pay for the labor that they're hiring. But I do think, like, if you have a streamer that has, like, $1.5 million, that, yeah, like, I do think that they will be paid. Now, I don't know how much they're paying, right? Like, maybe they're not paying a lot. Maybe they're just paying $100 or whatever. Well, actually, $100 per month would still be just nothing, right? But, I don't know. I do think they're paying. Because it's a lot. I mean, it's just a lot to work, man. Like, if you're a Pokemon, like, the chat is not just going... Like, the chat, you probably don't even see it. So, like, she needs an army of Jannies. You know, sex work is real work, but Janny work gets to be done for free, huh? I did not get banned from... I don't fucking stream on Twitch. Like, only if I will ever get banned from YouTube will I get on Twitch. And then I would probably never... Like, if I go on Twitch, I'll probably only be able to stream for a couple of days before they find me. Gator got paid more than that. I don't know how much Gator got paid, but I wouldn't be surprised that Gator got paid more than Janny on a Twitch streamer, on a famous Twitch streamer. I know that some mods. Oh yes. I pay my mods in exposure. Oh my fucking god, like that is just, I heard that argument being used. It's so shit. Now here's the thing. Like if you're a small Twitch streamer, right? Then I can understand why you wouldn't pay your mods. I mean, I don't pay my mods, but then again, I don't ask them to moderate except if someone is spamming. But my chat is very easy to moderate, right? Like if I were to actually genuinely do moderation, I would moderate it myself, right? Because I don't have that many people. I have like 100, maybe 300 people watching. But if you have like a chat with like 2,000 people, then you can afford to pay a couple of Jannies. Exposure is corpo speak. My fucking god, yeah, like literally, these people are becoming the things they hate. Because like on Twitch, they really hate corporations. They want to eat the rich. They want to do all of that goodness. But they are turning into the greedy companies that they don't like. I mean, look at Hassan Piker. You know, like Hassan Piker, well, let's arm the proletariat and the revolution comrade and shit. And then he gets wealthy, and then he gets rich. And he behaves exactly in the same way that rich people behave. I'm not going to talk about... Shut the fuck up, we're talking about Twitch, Cesarius. What exactly... I haven't even seen... I don't know who Sam had it. Why do I fucking care? Honestly. Why would I care about what Sam Harris has to say about anything? Oh, wow, he's a leftist. Oh, he's pro-censorship. Oh, imagine my fucking shock. Oh, is Sam Harris pro-censorship, chat? No, say it ain't fucking so. He's not a beacon of morality and objectivity? Oh my god, let me guess. You know, he's an agitator. You know, he's like team left no matter what. He's like vote Democrat even if it's a sandwich. You know, vote D no matter who. Is that who Sam Harris is? Oh my fuck. Oh, should I talk about him? Oh, do you want some deep introspection into his psyche? Do you want me to explain to you what a fucking paid shill is? Like, what exactly do you want me to do? Like, talk about someone that's not genuine? Like, talk about the disgenuous person? And the fact that, oh my god, he's got Trump derangement syndrome. I never heard about a person like that before, chat. Oh my fucking god, like I'm pretty sure that if it's not Trump and maybe in the next elections, like you have someone like DeSantis, he might change his mind. He might vote Republican, you know, because this is clearly the mind of a person who's clearly not a bigot. Or maybe not paid in order to have the political opinions which he actually holds, right? Is that what you want me to say? Like, what the fuck you want me to say? There are people out there who are making content and they're just promoting only one political ideology regardless of what that is. Vosh. You know, like, look at Vosh. And tell me what's the difference between him and a neocon. Like, I'm really curious. The difference between Vosh and George W. Bush. Go. What is the difference? Like, you're going to see the television go like, Russia bad. And if the television goes in 5 years from now, Russia good, I know what Vosh is going to say. You know, like, I generally don't understand. Why is the bewilderment? What the fuck is the surprise? Why do you have to interrupt my stream when I talk about Twitch moderators? Is something that actually can be insightful and talk about something that the water is wet. Yes, like there are actors out there who are either emotionally affiliated to the point of irrationality and they're absolute fucking bigots and nothing will change their mind, right? And they're going to support that political party no matter what policies they have, no matter what they do, no matter how much the gas prices goes, they're going to support it. And paid shills. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Debate against the paid shill? Like, the guy is paid to shill. Like, what do you want? Like, he probably have, like, different perspectives. And he probably have, like, different political leanings. But I will never know, because he's paid to shill. Fucking hell. Bush plays golf, so does Trump. But there's a difference. People don't like it when Trump plays. People love it when Bush plays. Now watch this shot.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, I haven't made any money.
I'm really curious how the Jannies must feel, because there must be some Twitch streamers that make millions, and when it was revealed how much they were making, like the Jannies were like, oh my god, why am I not making money? But to be honest, like the Janny is there, right? Like he sees the donations, like he probably knows that the person is making a lot of money. I mean, when you watch my channel, right, like you know how much I make just by looking at the donations. I don't even know how much I made right now. Like, let me see if I got any super chats. No, I made $2, right? So if you're a mod and you didn't get like 20 cents from those $2, you'd be upset. But you would know how much I make because like you're moderating the chat. So I don't think like someone was like, oh my god, Pokemon is a millionaire. Like they're there and they see like the 100, 150, 50. Like Gura. You know Gargura? I mean, you see the red super chats all over. Like the entire stream is like bleeding red. It's on a period non-stop. Like she's making money. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Gura is a billionaire. Although she probably isn't because she's got to share a lot of that wealth. She's got to share a lot of that income. Yeah, well, like, you say minus the YouTube cut. Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't make $2. Holy shit.
She's never paid 2 years, you said?
She gives me a monthly call.
You didn't get any of that? You didn't get any money? Like.
So I guess that's my form of payment. Yeah, that's good. I don't need money because I have respect from Pokey.
Didn't you just say that you had to move in with your parents because you were struggling?
No, you misconstrued what I said. What I said was that the job got so stressful that I could no longer live with myself. I needed the support from my family because it was so stressful, not because I didn't have money. I have money.
You're like nervously looking away from the camera. It doesn't seem like you're even confident in what you're saying.
You're not confident in what you're saying. Got him. I gotta get back to work.
Yeah.
Urgent.
No, it's satire, Caleb, but like it's good satire because it's genuinely what a lot of Jannies do go through, which is why I even went with this because I know people behind the scenes. Now it really depends. Again, like if it's a starting streamer, they're not going to be paying their Jannies, and the Janny knows this. You know, they're paid in exposure, but like if you're a millionaire, pay your fucking stuff. Like pay your fucking stuff. What the fuck are you doing?
Remember that at 6,000 subs, we're doing a hot tub stream. So make sure to spend your monthly Prime subscription and let's hit that goal. I just make sure that there's a good environment that's always going on, that no one's breaking the rules.
Why do you even want to do this?
Because I'm helping out the community.
The community?
Uh-huh.
I mean, think about the people who are watching these streams. Like, are you actually helping her because you want to help the community?
Yeah, I want to, because I also, I respect and love the game of Twitch.
Can you imagine, like, someone saying this with a straight face, right? Like, especially if it's a Janny of a person that's just selling lewds, you know, like licking the microphone and stuff, right? Like, clearly, if the Janny is not paid, that is there for exposure or whatever, like, they want a shot with that girl, right? Like, they would probably hate the community because the community is competition. Like, they want a shot with that girl as well. But like, for some reason, it's like, oh, yes, the Janny, he loves the community. He loves the army of thirsty men that want to hang out with that chica. Hold on, I got a super chat. $2. I got $4 now. YouTube takes 40% of that. I think I have more than $2. But I'm rich in spirit, chat. I am rich in spirit. I'm actually happy that I'm being able to entertain you guys tonight. I'm not going to pay my Jannies, by the way. I'm paying you guys in exposure. Shut the fuck up.
You know, you start to earn a friendship with the streamer that you work for, and that's really rewarding.
What the fuck would you want a friendship with the streamer that you work for? Like, that's another question. Like, here's the thing. Let me tell you something else, right? Like, if I'm a content creator, I can understand why I want a friendship with another content creator. Because, like, we can then network, we can share information. Like, if I am friends with other content creators, they're like, hey, you know, like, you do politics, right? Like, here's this news article that I found. And they're like, oh, you do comics, right? Like, here's this interesting comic book that I found. So we're sharing resources. Like, it's advantageous to me to be friends with them. Like, for example, if I'm friends with a VTuber, and then I have Arch, and Arch has a podcast, and it's like, V, I want the VTuber. And I'm like, what do you want, Arch? Because I live in an isekai. Like, do you want the singing one? Do you want one that does banter? Do you want an edgy one? Do you want a lewd one? And I'm like, I want a political one. And like, okay, here's Lumi. You know, like, and then I help Arch, I help Lumi, right? And then when I need something from Arch, I can be like, Arch, I need to get into your new Dungeons and Dragons game, like, all right? So it's like, it's a mutual beneficial thing, right? Like, this is what friendship is. It's a two-way street. Like, you're giving something, you're getting something, everyone benefits. If you're the fucking Janny, why would you want to be friends with the... What do you get? What the fuck do you get? You get exposure. Oh, fuck off. You know, like, that's... and even then, if you get exposure, why do you need to be friends with the person? Why do you need to be their besties? Huh? Like you get nothing. You get nothing. The only reason you want to be their friends is because you're thinking... And this is like I don't even know how to say, like the incel way of thinking. It's like, in order to have a relationship with the woman, you first need to become her friend. Like this is, you know, like, and by the way, I blame the media for this. I blame schools. I blame China. I blame the culture, the movies, the video game, which are all saying, you know, like, oh, like, first you need to get from friendship into relationship territory. Like, but that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. No, you go right into the relationship, or you don't get it at all. Like, there is no such thing as like, oh, well, I'm friends with her. In fact, the more you don't interact, the more you're like, I'm not even going to say like lack of friendship, but like the less attention that you give, and the more you take care about yourself and you respect yourself, the more likely you are for her to get interested. Because otherwise, you're not going to do it. It's like, oh, I need to bid. I need a friendship. I need friendship. It's like, okay, friendship, and by the way, like, what they understand by friendship is not a two-way street. Like, again, like, friendship means that I'm your friend, I do stuff for you, and if I need help, you help me out, right? Like, that's what friendship is. They're like, what they want to do is like, I want to be your slave, I want to be your servant. And it's like, okay, if you want to be their slave and their servant, and you're already giving them your energy and your time, and you're making them laugh, why would they want to be in a relationship with you then? It makes absolutely no sense. They're already getting what they want. Time to up your numbers. Janny oh shit. Now because of Fallen Shadow. I need to actually pay my Jannies. I'm going to have to pay Fallen Shadow. I'm giving you buyer's remorse and exposure, Fallen Shadow. How about that? I'm regging you. The longer you're friends, the less likely it will turn to more. The thing is, and I noticed this, right? Like, we live in a culture of fakeness. This is not about women. This is about politicians and popularity in general. If you want to be popular, I fucking got it. I'm looking at this red super chat. It's so fucking beautiful, chat. I haven't seen a super chat so beautiful in a fucking while. It's not red, is it? It's pink. I don't know what currency it is, but it looks so goddamn gorgeous. It makes me cry. It's like looking at a beautiful sunset. But anyway, right, let me tell you something about popularity, right? Everyone talks about how they want a politician that they can relate to. Like they want the average guy to be the politician. And then when you actually have the average guy, like you had, and I talked about it, a Republican which liked Pipkin Pippa's tweet, right? And because of that, everyone was like, oh my god, he likes VTubers, and the guy nukes his account because like, well, I don't want to make my campaign about this and blah 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 blah, right? Because the reality is people do not want genuine, right? Like, people want the PR bullshit. People want the guy in a suit coming up there, reading from a prompter, and that's what they genuinely want, right? And it's the same with women. Like, when a woman looks for a boyfriend, right, you want to present yourself like you're Mr. Perfect. Like you don't have any flaws whatsoever, right? Now, when you become her friend, you're going to suddenly start exposing some of the flaws that everyone has. Maybe you talk too much. Maybe you say dumb shit. Maybe your shoes are untied. Like, it doesn't matter. But the more you spend time being her friend, the more she's going to notice all of these flaws. The more she notices these flaws, the more it's going to be difficult for you to become her boyfriend, because someone else is going to appear. And when someone else appears, well, that person appears to be perfect, right? Because, like, she doesn't know the flaws yet. And that's the problem. And then you get this as well, right? Like, you get this as well after being with a woman, right? Like, maybe she has stinky breath. Like, you wouldn't know about this unless you spend time with her. Maybe she has stinky breath. Maybe she snores. Maybe she does all these things, right? And then it's very difficult for her to compete with other girls that come into your life, and they seem perfect because you don't know their flaws. So this whole concept, it's like, no, you need to become her friend and you need to spend time with her. No. Okay, the more time you spend, the more of your friend you're becoming, the least likely you are that you're actually going to get in a relationship. And for the love of God, just stop trying to attract girls online. Like, just don't. Okay, like just attract women in real life, or at least if you can't do it in real life because you don't have the confidence, do it on fucking Facebook with like the group from your university, from your chess club, from your masturbation set. I don't know. Here's my McDonald's body for the bot. Well, thank you, 1-3. What is mirror? And did I get Japanese money? How are people from Japan? What time is it in Japan? Do you not have like weep stuff to watch? Jesus, I feel honored. I should make a stream where I talk about how progressives are bullying Japanese artists on Twitter. Like that's an interesting topic, man. So I think I know who Fallen Shadow is. Hold on, let me check if it's the guy on Twitter. Like there is a guy on Twitter that I really love and I appreciate. And I'm not paying him with exposure, but he keeps giving me news from Japan. Like I don't know how he does it. I think he speaks Japanese. And he keeps giving me news from Japan. Unfortunately, right? Like they're all written with squiggly letters. No, his name is Noroyuki Works 83. Alright? So he keeps giving me like stuff from Japan, but like look, I'm going to show you what he gives me. Hold on. I'm going to show you what he gives me, right? Like chat, how the fuck can I make a video about this? Like I'm pretty sure it's an interesting topic and he tells me what it's about. But like look at this. Look at this. Like I can't. Okay? Like I genuinely cannot. I'm sorry. I want to. The body is willing, but alas. Don't dox him. It's a fucking public Twitter account. It's not a dox. It's not like he does anything bad. You know, he's just telling me news articles. Like, what the fuck? Click translate tweet. Oh, fuck. I didn't think about that. But like, even then, it's like translate tweet. Google Translate. Does it actually work? Study Japanese. Yeah, that might actually be... That might actually be a possibility. I should study Japanese. Automatic translation is kind of bad for weeb. Yeah, that's what I experienced, right? Because I tried translating the websites, and then it's like the grammar didn't make sense, the words were bewildering, and then I was like, oh well, this is not going to work. So I do appreciate him though. Like he's someone that I really like because he keeps giving me news and wants me to talk about stuff. Eventually, I do. Usually it shows that Japanese people don't have time for all this Western nonsense, like all the censorship and shit. Like they're really not interested in it. They also have pushback against companies that promote wokeness. They mock and ridicule everything that America stands for when it comes to entertainment. And that's pretty much it. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, Fallen Shadow. Am I accurate in my assessment? Because this is the news that I'm getting. I'm pretty sure, like, there is a way that I could translate, you know? But at the same time, I could just take a news article from a Western publication. Because, like, usually when I talk about Japanese news, it's not that popular. Like, most people don't care. I don't know why. Americans are so fucking American-centric. I swear to fucking God. Like, if it doesn't happen in their country, they don't give a shit. It's almost like it doesn't exist. Japanese are really communal. The thing with Japanese, and this is my take, is that due to their culture of honor and their concept of not upsetting others, they are very vulnerable to Twitter outrage mobs. So, especially when you have a Japanese artist, and he goes on Twitter and he posts, like, some boobies, the moment he gets a couple of edgelords that are woke social justice activists, and they're like, oh my God, you're hurting women, misogyny, the Japanese panics, deletes his account, you know, and that's kind of shameful. Like, I wish they would understand that Western culture is different, and it's okay if they grow some balls and tell those people to fuck off because they're not their fans. Balls or no balls, your futa chat, I'm breaded. I mean, without balls, it just looks fucking weird, right? Like, first of all, I don't like futas, but, like, if you want me to look at a depiction of one, I mean, a girl with a dick already looks fucking weird, you know? But, like, if the question is, like, balls or not, like, fine, just whatever, balls, because otherwise... if China had Japan's culture, I'd be worried. Oh, I see. So, thank you guys for watching. it is sad to know that there are Jannies out there. What can I say? Especially people that do it as a job. It's probably like one of the. I can't imagine a worse job, honestly. Like, it's so fucking pedantic. Probably pays like shit, and I don't know why people do it. I generally, like, the only reason you would do it is like exposure. If you actually want to start streaming yourself, like I would get that. But other than that, no, it's like, it's depressing. Like, I have more respect for an actual janitor than a Twitch janitor. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Janny means mod, man. Like, it means a moderator, right? Take care.